Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's good to see you. Happy January 23rd. Oh, it's like 1, 2, 3 today. That's fun. So good morning. Good morning. Aunt Joey's sleeping back here, living her best life. Um, yeah. So I'm just gonna give everybody a few minutes to log in and say hi. Let me go over here because it's always not telling me when there are comments. So I'm gonna put this right here so that I can see the comments. There we go. And yesterday someone shared my Black Friday deal. So that was really fun. People were talking about the it's a trends calendar that I created. Let me show you really quick. If you go to bethandaverill.com/BF, like Black Friday, and I haven't changed the price back. It was supposed to be more expensive, but I just kept it at Black Friday. So if you are looking for a trends calendar, which basically what this does is that it will show you the things like the holidays for each day in each month, and then there are these are like keyword ideas, and then these are like general keywords. So you would like mix and match these with these and find them in the search. So if there's like, um, I'm not really sure what's in there for February because I made it all in November, but I use a whole bunch of different keyword tools to see what is trending each month on Teachers Pay Teachers and Pinterest and also Google so that you kind of hit everything. So even if you're not finding something in the Teachers Pay Teachers search, ideally it's also in Pinterest. So you'd be able to use that. You'd be able to use, Google as well. Let me see. There we go. Okay, so this is working. So I'm like, so funny. Okay. Yeah. So I like that. That's fun. That made me happy. That somebody just said like let's see. They said I can actually bring it up here. They said if you haven't, I can bring it over here and show you. If you haven't bought the Trends calendar, you're missing out. Some of my best sellers in the last 2 months have come from products I created from the calendar. This morning, I was in between projects and feeling uninspired. I went and looked at trending keywords for February and then jumped into a new product. Thank you for doing all the work in keyword research. So that made me smile because that's a nice thing to say. So yeah, that's it. It's here. It's in here. Um, it shows you even how to use it over here. And I believe all of this is inside the product as well. So you get like, it's fun. I like it. It's a fun little product. I enjoyed creating it. And yeah, it's only $7. And I'm not going to change the price because I think you guys all need to have it. So that's that. And my dog is still in there sleeping, living her best life. Mm. Also, let's see. Let me update you on my life. Okay, so I redid my Christmas tree. Now it is a winter, and look at this wheel. My daughter made it for me. It's a spheal. It's got the little tail. It's like a like this guy. It's a spheal. But she kind of messed up the thing, and now it's an ice cream cone. And the little cherry on top also has eyeballs. So, that's that. It just brings me so much because look at it, it's so fun. It's such a fun thing. Anyway, so there's that, and then it's all sorts of Valentine's Day stuff because I love Valentine's Day. And yeah, so my coach told me that I had to change my Christmas tree if I was going to keep it up all year. So I did that, and then this week, my son sprained his wrist, so it's been a little calm without the craziness of my child. But also, he's like very upset, so it's not a good thing, And I've been on edge. Yesterday was supposed to be a super work day. Every Wednesday, I have like no meetings on Wednesday on purpose so that I can get stuff done. And I was so like distracted with things for him that I did not get anything done. So you may have noticed that this Wednesday was very slow inside the Facebook group because I was driving to the school and wrapping his arm up and finding the closest urgent care and having panic attack, like just living my best life. So yeah, I'm still convinced that every single injury that small children ever get is 100% caused by not listening to your mother. So, hello, Eliza. It's nice to see you. I haven't really seen you on the live lately, but because I think you were busy for a little bit. So it's good to see you. Okay, so I'm not sharing. I was sharing and then I stopped sharing. Let's see. Is this on? It is. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, work. Even working. Okay. This button. Sorry, I'm a little. Yeah. Yeah. So I give you all that information to tell you that be patient with me today. It's been a crazy day with my poor boy. This all happened yesterday, and then last night he had a really hard time sleeping because he was in a lot of pain. So it was a rough day for all, mostly him. There we go. I had to move things so that I'm not getting so that I'm not getting the, my car reflects the light up. So I have this facing down so that the sun doesn't hit me, but then yeah, the light from my car comes back up and slaps me in the face. Whew. All right, so let's get right to it. Let's get to it. I think it's been long enough. Is everybody here? Are you guys all here? Yeah? Okay. All right. You're here? Okay. So let's see. Let's go back here. Because remember, we don't talk about what we find in the what is the yoga. I was like, this is interesting. Oh, but it's yoga. And look, they're little yetis. I love yetis. Oh, hey, look at these. It's so cute. Okay, so I love Bunny on a Cloud. I recently emailed her because I saw somebody create bulletin boards using her clip art. And I emailed her and I was like, is this okay? Like, is this allowed? Because a lot of people don't let you do that. And I wanted to be sure because I don't want to create something and put it in my store because I told her like I was like, okay, so I have like a membership where I show people how to create things, and I'm not very secretive about my store. Like I tell you, my name is Beth Ann Averill. That's the name of my store. So you guys see my store, and I was like, if I create something and they see me create it, then they think that that's okay. So it's very important for me with you guys, it's important for me to do it correctly. Like I don't want to ever create a bulletin board um for people that like I'm using the clip art incorrectly because then I'm teaching you to use the clip art incorrectly. And it's very important to me that I don't do that because um I don't want you guys to ever get in trouble. Even if like I can, I always compare it to like running a red light. Like you can run a red light and it's okay if nothing bad happens, right? It's a law, but like you're not going to get pulled over every time. And I so you don't get pulled over every time. It's the same thing with copyright infringement and the same thing with trademark violations. You might not get pulled over every time, you might not get caught every time you do it, but eventually you will. And the difference between running a red light and copyright infringement is once you do it, like they know and there are strikes. So Yeah, so whenever people are like, "Oh, this person is breaking the rule, so I can break the rule." And I always say, "Don't do it," because it's similar to you can watch all these people like run a red light and not get in trouble, but if you do it and then you get in trouble, like you're still in trouble. So I just prefer to not run red lights, you know? So so I told her all this, you know, I'm like, so here's this thing. Like I want to make sure that I get it right because I know that people are going to copy me. I mean, they're going to copy me in some way or another. Like if you see me create a bulletin board using certain type of clip art, then you're going to be like, "Oh, well that's okay. We could do that." And so it was very important to me to do it right. So I was like, I saw this and I was like, that's really cool. I would love to create stuff like that, but I don't want to infringe on your terms of use. Can you let me know if that's allowed or how I can do it, how I can use your clip art for bulletin boards? Because I would love to do that. And if it's not okay, that's fine. Just please let me know because uh, I took a whole bunch of notes on all these different bulletin boards that I want to create. So she did. She emailed me back and she was like, "It is okay as long as it's used in a educational setting." And I was like, "Oh, perfect. That's all I do on Teachers Pay Teachers." So, I was excited about that. So if you see some new bulletin boards in my shop soon, that's why. Because I always do that. I always ask them to be sure. And then I let you guys know. And it was, oh, I'm sorry. It was Bunny on a Cloud who did that. So um, she said, as long as it is educational. I could tell you exactly what she said. Hold on. Gmail.com. And then her name is Young Bunny on a Cloud. Okay. So I said, um, are we allowed to use pieces of independent clip art in bulletin boards? I added a few screenshots of the idea, and she said, yes, you can use it just as long as you put it together as a whole package for a very specific classroom purpose, like a bulletin board. I was like, all right, that's perfect. Thank you. So you can use her clip art as long and not her that's not hers. This is hers. You can use her clip art in a bulletin board setting as long as it's all one package and it's for a classroom. Okay. So it's nice when they tell you exactly things like that. So I wanted to share that with you because I was really excited about that. Look at this super adorable Year of the Dragon. The Year of the Dragon is ending this week. That's so sad after this Chinese New Year. Also, I was on recently on Red Red Note. Is that what it's called? The 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 Chinese, the new one, the new TikTok that everyone went to by the Chinese government. I was on there and I was learning about the Chinese New Year, and they were saying that they don't call it the Lunar New Year because that's not what it is. I watched this little girl on the little app was telling me, telling me specifically that that they don't say Lunar New Year because it's not the same. It's a different thing. So when you're making Chinese New Year products, you can use the keyword Lunar New Year, but call it the Chinese New Year. I learned that too. All right, so let's get into it. So I really want to buy this cover now. So cute. Just gonna add that to my cart. Okay. So, okay. Let's go back. We were talking about creating last week we looked in the search and we saw last week we looked in the search and we found tracing calendar. And so I was like, all right, we're going to create that because I found it in the search and I cannot find it in the search today. So, Forgive me. Forgive me that we're going to create something that is no longer in the search. I'm not comfortable changing the plan this morning because I spent so much time I spent so much time working on this idea in my brain. My brain like let's see. Yeah. Ugh. I spent so much time working on it, like so much like brain power on it, and then like I searched for it at like 8:59, and it was no longer in the search. So, um it was there last week though. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make it for you and we're going to hope that it gets in the search another time. So, tracing, I mean, it would be the same as tracing numbers. So, you could call it tracing numbers to 30 because, that's kind of what a calendar is. But tracing calendar. It's just not on there anymore, which is oops, that's not how you spell calendar. That's not how you spell calendar. But I promise you it's not there. Um, which is infuriating because I saw it there last week. All right, so we're still gonna create it though. I didn't go, but my red note. Okay, I didn't go, but my 17-year-old did, and he has stayed. Oh, I like it. I like red note. I went and I was there for a little bit. And then TikTok came back, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna head back to TikTok because that's my best friend. And my algorithm on TikTok is crafts, which I love. And lately, people have been really extra political, which is fine. I'm fine with political. I love talking politics. Anytime anyone wants to talk about it, I love it. It brings me joy. I always like to hear other people's opinions, and I like when people echo my opinions. But and I love talking about it because I think that's how we grow as people. I think if we disagree and we talk about it, I think everyone is better for it. I love disagreeing with people, and I love talking it out, and I love hearing people's opinions. But it was a little too much for me. It was a little too much for me. So I went back to Red Note and I watched someone make these ink blocks. And and I watched this little girl tell me about how it's the Chinese New Year, not the Lunar New Year, because it's a totally different thing because it's based in on the Lunar New Year as well as the Chinese like traditions. Like there's more to it than just the date of the Lunar New Year. And I was like, that's interesting. So I learn a lot. I always go to the learning tab on Red Note, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it, and I just like watching people. I don't know if you've ever seen. I'm sure I've seen it on like TikTok and sometimes on Facebook Reels where they have like the people making stuff from scratch, like ink blocks, for example. And so yeah, I just go to Red Note and see it from the source now, I guess. Okay, let's see. I love that. My office isn't like that though. My kids are learning Mandarin and cooking new dishes. Yeah, I apparently I don't know what it is, but I've gotten all these people, all these small children showing me how to cook things, and this kid was making this like egg thing, and I was like, this looks amazing. So I might try that today. I don't know. I found your tracing calendars. You found them where? Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, let's go back to calendars. Printable monthly calendars. Maybe it's calendar template, blank calendar template. So that's if we're just gonna do printable. Okay, so I've been talking for 20 minutes, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love talking. So, so here's my plan, my thoughts. So, what I was thinking is we could take like monthly things. I know that Creative Fabrica has a lot of like monthly clip art. That's like graphics and illustrations. Um, no, this isn't what I was thinking. So there was this one that I got a long time ago. It was like year, a year of a year of things. This one, but it was like dinosaurs and a year of a year of unicorns and mugs and donuts and kitties and year of the whatever dinosaurs, llamas. Like, so there's stuff like this that I think would be fun. And I can show you guys that. And then maybe like monthly, and then we'll go over here to resource type, clip art. Monthly. Okay, so there's like color by codes. There's these kids that are like different things. I want to say Bunny on a Cloud has one too. Like, these are cute. These little monsters for each thing. Monthly emojis, like monthly cuties. This one's cute. Oh, and this one's free, so you can get that one if you wanted one that was free. And then she also has calendars. Look at that. Can make your bajillion dollars super quickly. All right, so you could do something like that, or you could just go through your clip art and find something for each month. So that's what I would have ahead of time, is like clip art that you want to use for each month, and the template that I'm about to make you right now. I can't get into Creative Fabrica because it is by Facebook login and it doesn't recognize me. Oh, tracing number calendar. I don't see it. Usually, if it Valentine's Day tracing, usually if it says, if I put in calendar, usually it would tell me, like, if you did like posters groovy, for example, it would still say like groovy classroom decor or groovy bulletin board. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure where. Look at these toppers; they're so cute. Okay. Beth, stop it. Okay, so we're gonna put this over here so I can send it to you later. And then, oh, that's pretty. It changed from the last time I was here. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up, Anchovy. Yeah, I love that. That's adorable. Okay, so we're gonna open this up. And come back over here. I paid the subscription too. Oh, it doesn't recognize you. Can you log in when you're not like at work? Maybe you could do a different login type. Like, you could like log out and then log back in, or like give it a different email, or give it an email. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna go to. Gosh, I'm really sorry. I'm like just gonna keep apologizing, Jay. I apologize for all the apologizing that I'm doing. All right, so I'm just heading on into my BFF PowerPoint, and I'm going to my horizontal because I have one. But if you don't have one of these themes set up, you can go over here to design, and then way over here, you can't see it because my face is there. Hold on. Boop. All right. You can come over here to slide size and custom slide size, and then do 11 inches by 8.5 inches. If you want to do pixels, you can do that too. I don't. I do it by inches. And then you can also drop this down and change your color. It moved. Usually it comes this way. But colors, you can change your fonts, and all of that. All of those have a customized one at the bottom. So, like, if you're like me and you want to do KA weekdays and honeycomb, which if you don't have those two, oh, it had a old phone number. Oh no. Maybe you can email them and ask. They're pretty good. They're pretty good about it. KA weekdays and Honeycomb are free on Teachers Pay Teachers. So if you're looking for a free font, that it's a duo. It's from KA Fonts and it's delightful. I use it even though I don't even have to. I try not to use free fonts because I don't want to take things away from ideas that you guys can create, but I love them so much that I can't not use them. So you go to customize down here and you can pick two fonts. You can pick a heading font and then a body font. And so we'll do that. And then there's also colors. Also, you can, customize it here and I would just have them on like a notepad. Like I have a notes right here, like a sticky note, on your computer, or just have it on like a dock somewhere. Have your hex codes, and then you can easily change these up, because it does request, like, you do have to put the hex code in to make it easier. Oh, okay. There we go. So those are ideas for you. And then once you do all that, you can come over here and you can save current theme and name it something. Like I would name it horizontal, or you can name it vertical. I just name mine Beth Ann Averill because this is the one that I usually use. It's up and down, vertical, and then horizontal is just for obviously these ones. So let's get into it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go to insert and then table, and then we want there to be 5, or do we want to do that? We should do 7 by 5. 7 by 5. And then I like to make it the whole page at first. And then let's change the borders to 3-point black, and then go to all borders, and then go to shading, do white. There you go. And then the one, actually, you know what? The outside ones can be even thicker if we want. And we could do inside borders slightly less thick. And then the outside borders could be like, outside borders are a little bit thicker. You could do that. All right. So then we grab this. Actually, I want this to be square. So we're going to go to table layout, and the width is going to be 1.5. Okay. So there we go. We have that so far. And so I have these guidelines right here. You can right click and go to grids and guides, and do vertical. So the guides are these ones that go off the page, up and down. And then the grid lines are the squares inside right here that you can see. And then you can also, have a ruler, which I do. I just like to have that for myself. So this is a whole month. I would Control Shift, make it a little bit smaller, not that small, and then put this down here. Yeah, that looks good. And then put your words like February, and then I would make it bigger. I would center, make it much, much, much bigger. And I would probably make it white with format shape, text outline, solid line, black. And I would make it 3. So that's just an idea. If you'd like. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. And actually, maybe instead of squares, we could make them longer, so that they have room for writing. There we go. But anyway, I use these guidelines to show me the middle. So I put it at 0 on each side, and then you can make sure that this is centered that way. Another way to make sure it's centered is to just arrange a line center, and then it will be in the center. And this is good. But I would also do, when you're doing stuff like this for like the year, I would add clip art to it to make it cute. So I would go to my clip art and I want to say, well, let's just go to Banana Cloud. So I have monthly things by them, like monthly alligators. Look at that. They so stinking cute. And then Animal Friends, and then she has these monsters, and they're super cute. So I would put that in February. So you could do something like that. If you wanted to, you could move this over. Um, and then I would also put your name in the bottom. T. That's and April. And I like to make this like Century Gothic. Because it's a nice, easy font on the eyes, you know. All right, put it right here. And okay, so this is February 2025. So let's just look at our calendar so we know what's up. It looks like the 1st is a Saturday. So, another thing that I didn't think of until just now was we don't have the dates on here. Like not the dates, but the, let me look up, like, calendar tracing. I feel like we should put a thing in it. Like a insert above. Okay. Oh no. Okay. So this happens sometimes. You accidentally change it. So go to table layout and then distribute rows. There you go. And then we can take this guy and bring him up to like there. And then take this guy, bring it down to like there. Okay. So now for this, we're going to center it. The text is going to be black. It's going to be this Century Gothic. Not bolded. So let's do the whole thing. Black, not bold, Century Gothic. There we go. All right. Oh, and centered, and not this one. Align text middle. Okay, there we go. So now we can say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh no, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And so that means this is slightly too high. So we could just make this 16 font and everything fits again. There we go. And then what I would do. All right, let's do it. So let's middle, black, I bold and unbold. And then let's make this into like a, we could just do Century Gothic. Let's just do Century Gothic. That's a good basic one. And align text to the middle. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, but also, almost forgot. So February, whatever day today is, I don't have a calendar. Like, it won't work on this screen. It won't come out. But over here, It says the first day is a Saturday. So here's what I would do. I would obviously delete all these. And then what I would do is I would make these like grayed out. Table design, shading, just like a slight gray. And then make this one, ooh, make this one white. There you go. Now you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and then 28. There are only 28 days in February, right? This is not a leap year because it is the 25th. Yeah, yeah, we're good. Okay, and then change this one to this gray that we did. You could do something like this. That's cute. Okay, so here's what we need to do. We need to grab all of these and we need to go over here to home and make them the text bigger, more obnoxious. And then I would just take the text and make the text a light color. So they could just trace it. And that's all I would do. You could also duplicate it and maybe add lines. So for me, I would do this, and then I would duplicate and duplicate and make each of these lines black and 2.5. Oops, that's 2.5. Do 3 and then have this middle one be 2.5. And then grab all of them together and align center and then right click and group. Oops, forgot. I wanted to make this one into dashes. Dashes? All right, now you can take this and make it smaller. Make it the size of your number. Right? Easy peasy. And you can make this a gray as well. Maybe a darker gray so they can easily see it. And then I would, that's good. I think that's good. And then we just duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. That looks good. Put this one down a little more. And then grab them, oops. Grab them and align, distribute vertically. And then I would just duplicate and make sure it lines up here. And then make it bigger. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that at the end, actually. So grab all these and then duplicate. And duplicate, 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 duplicate. Okay. So we're going to grab these guys and put them where we want them. So you grab the first one and the last one. And then you go over here to arrange and then align middle. And then arrange, align, distribute horizontally. There you go. And then again, we're just going to make sure that this is where we want it. Did we do all of these? I can't recall. What I would do is I would arrange, align. I think these are aligned though. Yeah, they are. Okay. So then we just grab all these guys. And the reason we can do that is because this text is inside this graph. If you just add a text box on top, then it's not going to be it's not going to be this easy. Distribute horizontally and then align middle. That's good. And grab all these, arrange, align horizontally. And then we grab these guys and then arrange, align horizontally. There we go. And then that is pretty much it. That's what I would do. Okay. Then, last things last, I would grab all of these and make them a little bit longer. But I would hit the control button so it gets them longer on both sizes. All right, there we go. Because, I'd rather be too big than too small. Okay, there you go. There you go. So that's two different options that we can give them that I like. I like that. So yeah, that's what I would do. With this one, with the February, you could just, do whatever clip art you want. Another thing I'd probably do is add some clip art around here because this is a lot of blank space. I'd probably add some clip art to that and maybe give them different things that they can draw. Yeah, so that is what I have for you. What do you think? Or you could put this February like in the middle and give them two different things. Like you could be like this and have this February in the middle and then have some other clip art here. Or you could even rotate this and flip horizontally. There you go. You could do something like that. If you wanted, it's up to you. It's whatever you want because it's your product. Do as you please. So I hope this helps and you are super excited to create this. And yeah, this is a good one. I feel like this is a good product that would be super helpful. I know my son would really benefit from it because he really struggles with reversing his 2s and 5s and 7s and 9s. Oh gosh, yeah. So yeah, I wrote this last week, tracing calendar. I remember seeing it in the stinking search. Man, it's crazy that it just disappeared. I would think that tracing calendar would be something that would be on there like all the time, but it's not apparently. So that is what I have for you today. I'm gonna let you guys go early because I have to check in. I have to check in with my son's teacher because I'm worried about his wrist because I don't know. Maybe I'm a helicopter mom. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, thank you for being here. I will get this put up into the membership real quick. Hold on. Let me just boop. And then this needs to be a different font. So let's make this. We could do Arial Black. That's a good one. For big, thick, chunky ones. We could change this to Arial Black. It's a good one. I used to use, it was like black something. What was it? There was this one font that I used all the time. I thought it was an Arial, but I guess not. It was like something blackface. Black. Huh. On my let me see. I think Canva has it. I got it on Canva. Let's see. Text. I feel so silly not being able to figure this out. And I feel like it was an A word because A April. A April fat face. That's what it was. Is that in here? April. No. It would be like right here. This font. April fat face. I had it on everything. It was for my uh life of a Navy nuke wife. That was me a long time ago. See, it was on here. My April blackface. April. It's like Avril. Avril. People miss say my last name a lot that way. Avril. You pronounce it Avril, like not average. How would you say Avril? So it's a long A. I guess it would sound weird if it was Beth and Avril. It would sound weird. But it's April, like April. Avril. April. April. Hmm. Anyway, I'm just like talking with you guys. And my dog is still sleeping and still grumpy with me. Hi. She's not a fan. So that is all for me today. We're gonna create this super fun. What are these called? Calendars. We're gonna create these calendars and sell them and make $1 bajillion. So you would take this and you would make it for the whole year, and then off you go to bajillionaire status. Yeah. So that's good. I feel like I'm excited. I'm excited. That's a good one. I was really excited about this product, and I'm really upset that I can't find it in the search anymore. But last week we found it. We found it in the search last week, so I'm surprised that it's not there. But anyway, I think that this would be very beneficial for a lot of preschool classrooms and a lot of kindergarten classrooms. So if that is your demographic, then for sure, and probably homeschool as well. I was thinking about printing it out for Jackson because he really struggles with his twos, getting backwards still, and B's and D's and J's and A's. And yeah, so it's fun. It's fun. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And also, I also wanted to tell you that my son, he sprained his wrist, but it's not his writing wrist, thankfully. So we'll be good. He'll be okay. He'll be okay. He'll be okay. It'll be fine. Anyway, that is all for me. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a good weekend, and I will see you guys in the Facebook group. Thanks for being here. Bye.